Hey, I'm doing a teardown of this 20 gauge Tristar 3-inch, and I got this at Hell's Gun Shop there, brand new. I was having a problem doing the low brass, but the high brass seemed to take it pretty well. So I was just shooting slugs out of it. It came with, I already checked, made sure there was nothing in it for sure. And you can see that there's nothing in there, and that bottom of the spring is right there, so there's nothing in here. It came with 3 different chokes and choke tubes of a size at the end of the barrel, so if you're trying to make a tighter spread, you would want a more thicker thing if you want the tighter spread. I'm using the lowest one, but these don't have any indication or markings on them, which I can just look at them and be like, hey, this one's thicker, this one's not so thick. The one I have in here is supposed to be improved modified, which is the one I've been shooting slugs out of, and it's been taking it pretty well. I'm going to disassemble it. Alright, so first thing you do is I hold down on this, twist this to the left, take this nut off, it's got threads in there, take this off, give it a little wiggle, and it sits down in these little crevices. When you try to put it back in, it snaps right into position. Alright, take this off. Alright, so the barrel will come right out. Now that that's off, you can just pull on a little bit, and if you press this, I hold it so it doesn't snap your fingers together or something. Just like that. Make sure that's up. You can take the barrel right out and it comes off. And this is where the shells go. And if you hold it right here, you can kind of pull it back. If you have trouble getting this tab out, there's a little slide in here. See the little groove? I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little groove in there. You line it up to where you want it if you're having trouble taking it out, and it comes right out. See the little groove on it? And that's basically, I have it right here so I can guide it where to go, and it comes right out. And with this, you can take this off, give it a clean, and that rides on there. There's a little thing right there. It slides in back into position, just like that. There's a little flat thing, sits in this notch, just like that. Take that out, clean it if you need to, if you need to oil it. And this is how it comes off and out of this. Just like that. And this thing would go over where the bullets go into the tube. Back in when you put it back together. And one spring comes off. That's really all you need to do to it to take it apart and stuff. And yeah, like I said, if I didn't say it before, the safety's right here. Underneath on this side is how you make the semi-auto stay intact. And then this is the button to release it back in. So that's all I really need to do to clean it and oil it or whatever. And you have this together, slide it through. And I like to hold it with my hand, put this on, just like I showed you. Make sure it's set back, set in, moving it down with my hand, compressing the spring, and like I said before, sometimes you have trouble, but you just have to line it up and it'll be so easy to put this groove in that groove. put your finger in there and see, you don't need no pliers or nothing. And then I like to set it down, push it back, and I can put my barrel in through the tube. And sometimes this gets a little worn out, but I like to keep it greased so I can swivel it good. And it's brand new, so I don't have any problem there. Should go right back into position. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I gotta press the button. Take the barrel off for a minute. Press the button, release it a little bit. Put the tube in, and then what I do is flip the switch, and then I can pull it all down in one piece. Snap, click. You hear that click? That means it's good to go. That's all the way down. Make sure it's all the way down. And then I got to put this back on. The open end goes down in the tube and then clicks in. Click. And you can adjust the tubes how you want it. If you're doing a bird shot, you're doing shooting for turkey, you can change this out, and it gives you a extractor. You see the grooves? There's 4 grooves. You can put that down in there, tighten it with the right, loosen it with the left. You can take that choke tube right out of there. And with the slugs, I use the smallest one. It should be an improved modified one that comes with it. Some shotguns are different, but this is how this one is. It's got threaded at the edge. This is the thinner metal that I have, and it doesn't have any indications on what the heck it is, but I just used the thinner one. I shot slugs out of there, and somebody said it was improved modified. It seemed to work good. And tighten it. I like to tighten on my fingers. Give it a little tweak. And that's basically it for this. The cut standard. There's no sight. That's just the front sight. It's got a little thing on there. It's pretty cool. Look down the barrel. All I see is that bead. And that's about it for this gun. Like I said, it's a Tristar 3-inch chamber. You can put 2 3/4 in here, but when I got it new, it wasn't firing the low brass very good. And then I looked it up. It said you fire the high brass for a while, and it'll kick the low brass into gear. That's about it for that one.